So I'm gonna start, oh wait. Hey guys, welcome to the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast channel. My name is Courtney and I am here to talk about my most recent finished object and what I have been working on and reading lately. So if that is something that suits your fancy, grab a cup of something and stick around. You can find me on Instagram as Knit Now Swatch Later and on Ravelry as Pup, and you can find my Etsy shop at whiterosefibercompany.com. So I'm just going to jump right in with my finished object, which is my June socks, I think. These are the Daisy Chain Socks by Leah Gibson. I knit these in Three Tulips Yarn Company yarn in her Valentine's Day mini set. And I knit these up for my mom for her birthday. And I finished them on her birthday, but I still have them. So I think I finished these in June. I finished them on her birthday. So now that I've shown them on the podcast, I can give these to her. And then for works in progress, I have in my Alice in Wonderland bag with my newly added pickle pin, which we will chat about a little bit later. I have my July socks, which I've already talked about this yarn before. I'm just using what's left over from my April socks. These are West Yorkshire Spinners in the color, I think it's Owl, maybe. And the pattern is Heel Toe Dosey Dough by the Crazy Sock Lady. And I am just knitting these on a 9-inch circular, US size 1, 2.25. And these are socks for Ben. And I originally split the skein in half, but then I finished one skein, so this is all I have left, and this is just the first sock. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to pull out my yarn scale, get this to where I would add in the toe, which I've still got a little ways to go. I have maybe 40, no, 10, 20, and maybe 30. Yeah, maybe 40 rounds of the foot, and I think I need something like 65 for Ben's socks. So I think I'm gonna get to the point where I would change the color for the toe, and then I'm going to weigh the sock and then what's left in the skein and see if I have enough to finish, if I use a contrast color for the toe. I don't know. It's a whole situation for trying. This is what I get for trying to use up scraps. But that's how that's going. And then I also have in my teacup bag that is currently in the shop, I have a new cast on. The Modern Granny Blanket by Tiffany Brown, and I'm just using a Yarn Bee, I can't think of what they're called, the Yarn Bee like worsted wheel or whatever in the color Apple Tart, and I just put it back in the bag before I even talked about it. It's been working up really quickly. I did get a lot further than this. I actually used up almost the entire bowl. Then I had to rip it out because I stopped looking at the pattern because I thought that I had it all figured out. So like there's this nice clean straight edge here, and I was probably at least double this far, but my edge was going like this and getting shorter and shorter with every row. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I was overconfident and tried to do it without the pattern. So now that I have pulled out the pattern, I turned it into a PDF. It's a free pattern online. I had Ben turn it into a PDF for me so I can use it on my Knit Companion app. And since I started doing that, it's working out a lot better for me. And that's all the knitting that I have to show. I really haven't been knitting a lot lately. I've been focusing more on reading. So I do have a list of books that I have read since the last update. If you guys are interested, I'm just going to read off the titles and the authors, and then I'm gonna have Ben put like my star rating, what I rated the book personally on the screen here by wherever he puts the title. So I finished Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I read Thorn Hedge by T. Kingfisher, The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose, Plays Well with Others by Lauren Miracle, which is, I had an ARC copy, so it's not available yet, but it will be soon. And the other ARC book that I read is The Secret Book Society by Madeline Martin. And then I am currently reading Keep It in the Family by John Mars, and I'm listening to Serial Killer Support Group by Saratoga Schaefer, which is the Three Tulips Yarn Company book club pick of the month. I think for August. I could be wrong. It might be for July, but I'm pretty sure it's for August. So I'm currently reading those. I'm currently enjoying both of those, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just reading and working on stuff for the ministry that we are a part of, and working on collaborations, which I will show you in just a second. That stuff has been taking up a lot of my time, especially the collabs that I'm working on. The people I'm collaborating with have been very helpful in sharing my posts and just trying to help me get my shop reopened and kind of back on the map. So I really appreciate that, and of course you guys' purchases that are helping me get back to where I was with the shop before. It was on vacation for quite a while, so I'm not getting the views that I once was, but these collaborations are kind of a fun way to kind of get my name back out there. So the first collaboration that I've been working on is called the Summerween Pearl Normal collection with Amy of Three Tulips Yarn Company. This is the bag, and this is the last one. As of this recording, I only have one bag left. So this is the bag. A little close-up of the print with the little ghosts and their iced coffees. I loved this pattern, and I knew that Amy would as well. And then she dyed a matching yarn set. So here is the yarn, and it is just so cute. Here's her tag. Here's the label that she made for the collab. So there is that. This is, like I said, at the time of recording, the last bag that I have in stock. Amy is already sold out, so that has been fun and exciting. And then the next collaboration that will be coming out shortly after this video goes up on Saturday, July 19th at 10. The video will go up at 10, and then my shop update will be at 10:30, is the Knit People Knit 2025 collaboration with Leah Loves to Knit, and this is the project bag. This is the large size, and my favorite detail I'll show you last. Here's the inside of the bag, a nice Chilton plaid. And then my favorite part is the zipper pull. I don't know how to show this. It's the zipper pull that hopefully you can see. It has a cup of coffee and a little dragonfly on it, which I think just kind of completes this is definitely a Gilmore Girls bag. If you've seen Gilmore Girls, you know. And I don't know, I thought this was a really cute touch. I love adding like special zipper pulls to my special collection bags like that. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and hopefully you guys are too. So they should be available in the shop 30 minutes after this video goes up. So if you're watching it right when it goes up, then you have to wait for a little bit. But if you're watching it after 10:30 on Saturday, July 19th, then they're in the shop and ready to go. It is a pre-order, I should say that. I have a couple of bags already made up and ready to ship, like that one, but it's mostly going to be pre-orders so that I can gauge interest and how many bags I need to make, if I need to order more fabric, etc., etc. So yeah, that's been a really fun collaboration. I'm doing this collaboration with Leah Loves to Knit along with Florida Girl Fiber Studio, Yarnaceous, and Fangirl Fibers as the yarn dyers for the event. And then Katie's Randomness is the other bag maker that is sponsoring this collaboration. So make sure that if you haven't already, you check out their shops as well. And I'm hoping that it'll just be a really fun knit along. I'm planning on restarting Gilmore Girls as in celebration of the knit along, and yeah, so that'll be super fun. I do have one acquisition that I wanted to share with you guys. This was totally an unplanned purchase because the last thing I need in my life is another project bag. But I saw this fabric. They just shared the fabric. They didn't even share the whole bag. And I had to buy it. So this is my new pig project bag from Slip Slip Sis. And it is just so cute. Like the little pigs in tutus and the little pigs in the little cupcake wrapper thingies. I had to have it. It's just super cute. Drawstring bag. It just has a plain white lining and it's just very floppy. I like a floppy bag that I could just like cram down into my bag. So I just wanted to share that because I got this a while ago and I never shared it. So yeah, here it is. It's super cute and I need to use it for something very soon. Okay, so I think that's everything. The only other things I had to talk about. So over the weekend, Ben and I went to Picklesburg 2025, which is something that I have been wanting to go to for years and years, but it just has not matched up with our schedule. And this was the year. So we went and we had a really good time. I'm glad that we went. I probably would not go again. I left with a really bad stomach ache and a really bad sunburn. I don't even know if you can, oh yeah, you can see it on the camera. Really bad sunburn. So, yeah, but we both had a giant pickle. I finished mine and Ben did not because he is not as committed to pickles as I am. And he got like gross stuff on his, so I didn't want the rest of his, but I got that. We tried pickle soda. We tried a cherry Kool-Aid pickle, which was interesting. It was okay. The pickle soda was like, the only way I can think of to describe it is like spicy, because we would take a drink of it and then just be like, and then go back for more. It was very, very pickly, but also sweet. And I don't know, it was very hard to describe. But yeah, that was pretty much it. There wasn't as much to do as I thought there would be. It was just kind of walking around and eating pickle flavored stuff, which is not really we didn't want to just spend a ton of money, which I get is like kind of the point of stuff like that, but we did have a good time and we did try the things that we really wanted to. Like we did try pickle jerky, which was not very good. It didn't taste like pickles at all. And we came home with, I think we only bought like honey, they were honey mustard or honey barbecue little smokies from the pickle jerky place. So those were really good. And then we also bought dill pickle popcorn seasoning, which we tried for the first time last night, and I really liked it. I don't know if Ben liked it or not, but I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I don't think I would go again, but I'm glad that I went. We kind of wanted to do the like pickle riding. I guess there was like it was kind of like a mechanical bowl, but it was a pickle. But we never saw that as we were walking around, so we missed out on that, but I don't think it'd be worth going back just for that. And then the only other thing I have coming up in the near future, still a couple months away, but I am looking forward to the PA Sheep and Wool Festival, which I believe is in October. And I think this is the first year that they're doing it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I am super excited to go. Ben and I are going to drive down so that I have the whole SUV to pack with yarn related goodies, yarn and yarn related goodies. So I'm really excited about that. So let me know in the comments down below if you are planning on attending and if I will see you there. But that's everything that I have to talk about this time. So thank you so much for watching and catching up with me, and I will see you next time. Until then, happy knitting. Bye.